When we say that the northern leaders are lazy and they like to eat where they don't contribute, the majority of our northern brothers and sisters thinks it's an attack on the north, or maybe it's an agenda. You know, before I say anything, I would like you to see this video. Yeah, it is very, very important.
This terrorism.
Hello and what's up, guys? I came across an interesting piece online about the reasons why northern Nigeria is often perceived as being resistant to restructuring. It featured a statement attributed to Atiku Abubakar, which reads, "So I don't know what those who are against restructuring are afraid of. Those afraid must be lazy. We fought the civil war with the Igbo. Today, the Igbo have been completely rebuilt, but we still find mud houses in the north. Is it the fault of Easterners that the north is like that?" Well, this is not intended to spark a tribal superiority contest, but let's analyze this statement critically. To be honest, mud houses can be found in remote villages across every region of Nigeria. Laziness also exists in every tribe, but it seems more pronounced in the north, where reliance on government stipends has become a norm. Many northern leaders appear to prefer sharing monthly federal allocation generated by other regions instead of thinking strategically about sustainable development. Often, after receiving these funds, they invest a token in mass marriages for unemployed youths of their state, equipping them with shoe-shining kits, wheelbarrows, and other menial tools. These youth then go on to marry multiple wives, producing children they can hardly cater for. By the time these children reach the age of 4, they are sent to the street to beg and later used as tools for voting power during elections. Sadly, this cycle makes them vulnerable to brainwashing, leading to involvement in banditry, terrorism, and other societal vices. Until this culture of mass marriages and uncontrolled childbirth is addressed, insecurity in the north and across Nigeria will persist. Another notable trend is that many northern youth aspire primarily to federal government roles in politics, the military, police, immigration, customs, and similar agencies. The quota system, which disproportionately favors the region, fuels this ambition. It is not uncommon to find that in a batch of 1,000 military recruits, 80 might be from the north. This pattern is mirrored across other prestigious federal institutions, which may explain the resistance to restructuring. It threatens to disrupt their primary source of privilege and federal patronage. These people have vast lands, a large population equating to considerable manpower, and abundant natural resources highly sought after. Yet, much of the region, particularly in states like Borno and Zamfara, said to have gold deposits surpassing those of Ghana, has been overturned by Boko Haram and bandits. If their leaders are not lazy, what has stopped them from putting on their thinking caps and figuring out how to generate internal revenue for their state instead of relying solely on the federal government allocations and oil revenues from the Niger Delta? Anyways, let me not bore you with too much talk. Watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I am talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
When we say that the northern leaders are lazy and they like to eat where they don't contribute, the majority of our northern brothers and sisters thinks it's an attack on the north, or maybe it's an agenda. You know, before I say anything, I would like you to see this video. Yeah, it is very, very important.
This terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the northeast, for instance. In the northeast, you have the blue diamond that is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance. In connivance with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? Why should there be a no-fly zone? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara, but aircrafts land and they take off from Zamfara. And let me tell you something else. In Zamfara, every container that comes from China ends up in Zamfara. You know why? Because in Zamfara, the soil in Zamfara has all the strategic minerals that you can think of. So when the containers come in from China, they land they end in Zamfara, and a bag of Zamfara soil is today sold at 5,000. So they need to displace the people to allow them to continue with their mining.
My brothers and sisters from the north, most especially the Hausas, Bari, Kanuris, and other ethnics and tribes indigenous to northern Nigeria. If you need the truth, then this is it. I feel so bad seeing some of our northern brothers ignorantly coming out to kick against this tax reform bill. Stop swallowing the line, hook, sinker at once. Do you know why? Because at the end of the day, you people are still at the receiving end. Who are the herdsmen? Boko Haram terrorizing in the north. Hausas, nothing concerns Fulani man because they know how to use what they have to get what they need. Out of ignorance, the oppressed is being deceived to fight for their oppressors. Because of your resources, they created banditry and terrorism. But in there are people from the Sahel who are not Nigeria, and they commercialized banditry and terrorism because they wanted to remove you from your land and take over it and the resources. You people want to be blind to the truth. Still yet, our other people are sleeping over this agenda against them. They don't want the Hausas to know how rich in mineral resources their land is. That is why they are making it look like fuel subsidy removal is bad, when your state's governor can actually subsidize fuel for you. Yes, you deserve more than that from the exorbitant allocation our state governor are receiving from federal government. But what are they doing with the money? That is why they make it look like hunger is the problem, when each governor in the north and south can invest in agriculture and boost it in their respective states. Why are they not doing so? We have land. Why are we still complaining about hunger? Let us think about it. You see all these things you are complaining about: hunger, insecurity, rise in dollar, fuel subsidy. They are just part of the system. The system created it. My dear brothers and sisters from the north, you know, I keep telling you that Tinubu is never your problem. Take it or leave it. Go and hold your leaders accountable. Everything you are complaining about, you have the solution in the hands of your governors and your local government chairman. Do you know why? Because they are the closest government to the people. Yes, hold them accountable and ask them what they are doing with the money they are receiving. And I have seen this trend on social media where people are complaining that is it the governor that will bring down fuel to 100 naira? My dear, your governor can do it. Yes, I have said it earlier. Your governors can do it. At least state allocation has been increasing as the effect of subsidy removal. Ask your governor what they are doing with the money. Tell them to use the money to subsidize fuel for your state. Yes, very simple. Zulum has already started something similar by doing what? Subsidizing fuel for the farmers. Let them subsidize fuel for their state. Yes, if fuel scarcity or fuel is the problem, tell them to subsidize it for you. All these governors are just there for nothing. This is why you see a governor crying because of tax reform bill. Imagine a whole leader of a state. These people don't have shame. A leader who doesn't know how to solve problems does not deserve to lead. You resign if you don't know what to do. Yes, a leader needs to be a visionary, a strategic thinker, and a technocrat. Lazy leader, lazy governor who wanted to pie themselves because of our entitlement mentality. We are just deceiving ourselves with unitary system. Meanwhile, everybody is playing regional politics. We all know the truth. You know that Nigeria is not a nation but a country of many nations. Every region is playing regional politics and pursuing regional interests. Oh, don't be surprised that Southeast don't even want the tax reform bill. Oh, because we don't want to talk. This is to tell you we need regional government. Let us readjust this system and constitution and negotiate it back to regional government. Now, we have two options. Is it that tax reform or we go back to regional government? It's as simple as that. What is even the problem of northern governors self? Why are they kicking against this tax reform bill? I think it is high time our northern brother realize that the northern politicians and the northern governors is their biggest problem. Everything is not Tinubu. Your leaders in the north are also your problem. Take it or leave it. Like, why are they kicking against this new tax sharing formula? Don't get me wrong. I'm not referring to northern people or northern youth. But you see this, they are politicians and governors. They are the real demon. They kick against regional government. They said they want fiscal federalism with autonomous given to the states. Now, they are still kicking against tax reform bill. What do they want? What is the real problem? What is the color of your problem? Let us know. Yes, I mean the northern politicians, northern governors should wake up. Wake up. We are no longer in the early 2000s where we rob Peter for Paul. No. We are no longer in the era of waiting for free money again. No. Every governor needs to work. If you must spend money, then you must work for it. There is no free money again. No region is born to rule again. No. And no region is born to slave or suffer. No. Maybe that is in the past. We are all equal. As a matter of fact, every state needs to bring something to the table. You can't bring barely nothing to the table and be taking something tangible from the table. No. You cannot be robbing Paul to pay Matthew. No, it does not work that way. It does not. States like Port Harcourt, Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Ogun State are working so hard to generate VAT. But upon remitting it to VIRS, the hard-earned tax that PHE remit is now being shared to that region that does not bring anything to the table. That is cheating. Pure cheating. Why should someone be working and some people will be taking the profit? Is that what you call one Nigeria? No, that is robbery, exploitation, and abnormalities. I mean, how can northerner whose religion does not allow beers to be sold in the northern region due to Sharia law still be sharing from the VAT collected from beers that the same northerners don't drink? Beers that is haram to them. Then the VAT money also must be haram. It should be haram. If we must get it right, then we must decentralize this power. Let it start from tax reform bill. It is very easy to share from the VAT and the dirty money they make from beer, but you don't want to partake in generating the money. I think the northern politicians need to wake up. We are no longer in a military regime again. This is 2024. They need to start working and be accountable directly to their people. Tinubu can't oversee the whole 36 states, and that is why we have governors. But now that the power is about to be decentralized, why is it that the northern politicians are still afraid to face their fears? They only wanted to embezzle free money they don't work for. That is why it is very easy to steal public funds. Why? Because they don't work for it. Because they don't labor for it. It is not their idea that brought the money to the table. So why wouldn't they lavish it? Imagine if they are the one who brings the idea to generate it, to generate the VAT. Would they be embezzling money anyhow? Look at the VAT they are collecting. Is it reflecting on their people? No. Is it reflecting their region? No. But they want this system so that they will keep blaming someone at the federal. They don't want to work. If we recall, This is what Wike was fighting Buhari against in 2021. In fact, they even charged FIRS to court in Rivers State. Even some other states joined, state like, is it not, in Lagos State. Because we can't have some states working tirelessly while some states are not ready to do anything. At the end of the day, when the VAT is being shared, state that brings nothing to the table will still get the larger share, simply because they have big land mass and huge population. Crazy sharing formula. Why can't they take the advantage of population and the big land mass they have to bring something to the table? Zamfara Gold should be for Zamfara alone, but PH VAT, Lagos State VAT, and the Niger Delta VAT, even their oil, is for Nigeria. We have to get it right. Step by step, we must follow it. We must unbundle everything. Yes, we want physical federalism. We are putting a stop to this constitutional error and systemic error. Our country must work. Tinubu is not good. Tinubu is bad. Then let us decentralize the power so that Tinubu will not be our problem again. But no, because what you people want is a rogue system that allow you people to keep deceiving the people, deceiving the northerners. Yes, a system where you will be able to put the blame on one man at the center. Meanwhile, they are not ready to bring nothing tangible to the table. I mean the governor. I support the evolution of power from the federal to the states, and I support tax reform bill, which is one of the steps to it. See, it is so obvious now that the northern elites are not concerned about their people development and growth. They are more concerned about playing politics and retaining power than building their region to higher level. Yes, Nigeria must get it right, and that is why I am supporting this tax reform bill. Enough of robbing Peter to feed Paul.